Hop, ertesi gündeyiz. Dün gece plajdan sonra eve gittik, yemek yedik falan ve orada kestim. Direkt bugüne atlamak istedim. Hatta bugünün bayağı ilerisine atlamak istedim. Saatimiz şu anda akşam 7.30 ve şu anda Park Güell'e geldik. Park Güell, buranın İspanya'nın en ünlü arkitekt, mimarı olan Antoni Gaudi tarafından tasarlanmış bir park. Parkı daha kendine ait arkadaşları, işte yaşamak isteyen insanların yaşayabileceği daha güzel bir dünya hayal etmesiyle yaptığı bir parkmış. Yani bütün doğal güzellikleriyle ve manzarasıyla ve yani sanat dolu bir park burası arkadaşlar ve insanların böyle bir yerde yaşamak istediğini düşündüğü için de böyle bir şey yapmış kendisi için de. 2 tane ev yapmış bu parkın içerisine ama evleri kimse almamış. O zamanların şartlarıyla uzak olduğunu düşünmüş insanlar şehre. Bu yüzden evleri kimse almamış. Ama kendisi bu evlerden bir tanesinde, o da tam arkamdaki, tam olarak 20 sene yaşamış. Aynı zamanda bu park UNESCO Dünya Miraslar Listesi'nde. Ve bu parkta olan bütün mozaiklerde çöpten toplanmış mozaikler, kendisi yaptığı mozaiklermiş. Ve bu parkı gezerken bunların hepsini de hep beraber göreceğiz. Dünyanın en uzun banklarından bir tanesi de buradaymış. 110 metre ve serpentin, yani böyle yılan şeklinde olan bir bank da varmış. Bunların hepsini göreceğiz. O zaman biraz daha yürüyelim. And the bench is downstairs.
Yes.
Okay. Hadi gidelim. Look at this view. Look at the fountain with mosaic. Looks beautiful. So this was the house where he was living, or
I
the?
think this is the house.
Oh, look, you can see the cathedral from here as well.
Yes. Because the other house is like in the middle of the park.
Şu anda Park Güell'in piknik kısmına geldik. Sağ tarafta piknik masalarını görüyoruz. İnsanlar gelsin burada piknik yapsın diye. Ve arka tarafında da çocuk parkı var. Aynı zamanda burada bir tane basketbol sahası var top oynamak isteyenler için. Dizaynı düşünülmüş, yapılmış bir park. Kesinlikle çok güzel.
But it was just for a second.
Oh, that looks so cool there.
Yes.
What is that?
That's the thing. That's the plaza with the benches and stuff.
Okay. That looks beautiful.
Right? The gardens and everything, this was also designed. Like all the plants and everything. The palm trees, for example, that are here. You're gonna see that they are totally perfect.
Wow.
Oh, look! Green parrots here, have you seen?
Green parrot?
Yes.
No,
They're all
I
green.
haven't.
Look. This wasn't a parrot. There's tons of green. This is the bench. See, it's like going all around.
Serpentine. The mosaics are so good. Let's see from down. Park Güell 1926'da public oldu. Halka açılmış hale geldi. Bundan birkaç yıl öncesine kadar halka açıktı. Hala yine açık ama artık bilet sistemi var. Birkaç yıl öncesinde bilet sistemini tanıtmışlar. Birkaç yıl öncesine kadar her gün elini kolunu sallayan istediği saatte, istediği zaman gelebiliyormuş. O yüzden çok kalabalık olmaya başlamış. Bu yüzden bu bilet sistemini introduce etmişler. Ve bugün artık buraya gelmek istiyorsanız mutlaka bilet almanız gerekiyor. Ancak Magda ve Doğukan yakında oturdukları için, yani bu çevrede oturuyorsanız ve eğer ikametgahınız varsa ikametgahınızla başvurabiliyor musunuz? Bir tane kart gönderiyorlar size. Buraya istediğiniz zaman ücretsiz bir şekilde girip çıkabiliyorsunuz. Aynı zamanda turistlere açık olan saatleri farklı. Bu kartı olanlara özel ayrı saatlerde açık oluyor, turistlere açık olmayan. Turistlerden uzak bir şekilde bu parkın keyfini çıkartabiliyorsunuz.
His proposal is
Evlilik teklif edildi.
I don't know, half an hour?
Okay, but I can hold it for a little hour.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good.
Like this is like, I don't know, only queens can walk from here.
Here?
Only queens can walk from this road. All the peasants,
Yes.
they have to walk from that road.
Peasants there.
Since I'm a queen, I'm walking.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Magda, but you'll have to move there. Okay.
Wait.
Okay, I will use my queen force. Since you're my camera woman. But seriously, look how beautiful this is.
I love this place.
Yeah, and there's like down there's like a castle-ish, like Hansel and
Yes,
Gretel
we are gonna
castle.
leave. We're gonna leave that way.
Okay. It looks like a Hansel and Gretel castle.
He
like
kinda
from
does.
sugar.
Çok yaşa.
Hep beraber. Magda, by the way, say iyi yaşa.
İyi yaşa.
İyi yaşa. Çok yaşa is like live a lot, but iyi yaşa live good, but it's a different meaning in Turkish a bit. So it's like better to live a lot good than like çok yaşa is like as if in years,
So,
long, live
iyi yaşa.
long. İyi yaşa. İyi yaşa is like more like live good, because what's the point
Yes.
of living long if I'm not gonna live good?
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Fair
My
enough.
my I
Doğukan's fault. He's teaching me.
my high school teacher said that. That's why I remember. And he passed away, by the way, R.I.P. Okay. Şu anda ikinci evin oradayız. Bu ev pembe ve yeşil panjurları var. Kontrast renk değişimini çok beğendim bu arada. Tabii ben kimim ki, yani bu hani Gaudi yapmış sonuçta, estağfurullah, benim ne haddime bunun hakkında bir yorum yapmak. Ama burada da bahçesini görebiliyorsunuz. Gerçekten çok güzel, çok tatlı.
You can go inside.
I'm here. Oh, haha, got you. I'm actually here, Magda. Haha. At the mosaic, beautiful. How can he put it there? Like how? Evet, yavaş yavaş Park Güell'den ayrılıyoruz. Harika bir parktı. Daha görmediğim yerleri kesin vardır. Hepsini gezemedim. Ama çok güzeldi gerçekten. Her tarafı ayrı bir güzel. İnsan bakmaya doyamıyor. Here too. Evet, Park Güell'den çıkıyoruz ama tabii her tarafında nereye bakarsam bakayım bakmadan geçemiyorum. It's like, I don't know which pictures I'm going to share, how many pictures I'm going to share. I have no idea.
Merhaba.
Malı Arap Faik'ten aldık. Buradan Isparta'ya kadar da kamyonu ben götürdüm.
Espera, por favor. There is no microphone.
¿Qué estás grabando?
Turkey, yeah.
Yeah, like at some point I'll just switch to English if it's okay.
Yes, of course. Just be like however you want to talk. We try in Turkish, like you just put some Turkish words in between and you
Okay.
speak English totally fine.
Sure,
It's
sure,
just-
sure.
Sí, sí.
Probando, el búmetro funciona así. Aquí, ¿de qué te ríes? Vamos a hablar español. Cosas importantes. Ponme una cerveza, por favor. Gracias. Bien, a ver, Doukan.
Aşk yarasıdır.
No, eso no es español. Tingelingelingeling, tingelingeling. And that's it. Ya está, ya estamos. Cortamos.
Muchas gracias, María.
En Barcelona no se come paella, te tengo que decir.
Okay, like I might be editing you to my video as well. Şu anda bir tane kafe, restoran gibi bir yere geldik. İçkilerimizi içip aynı zamanda tabii ki İspanya'nın en meşhur yemek düzeninden olan, yemek düzeninden olan tapas yedik. Çok çeşit seçebiliyorsunuz. Fiyatları da çok uygun oluyor. Ortaya söylüyorsunuz ve insanlarla paylaşarak yiyorsunuz. Aslında bizim de meze dediğimiz sistemimize çok benziyor. Ama şu an benim için çok daha önemli olan ve asıl bu videoyu başlatmak istememin sebebi olan bizim arkadaşımızın Andy'nin erkek arkadaşı var yanımda. Sizi onunla tanıştırmak istiyorum. Çünkü bence çok özel bir insan ve tanımak isteyeceğinize çok eminim. Merhaba Sergey, nasılsın?
Çok iyiyim. Sen nasılsın?
Ben de iyiyim, teşekkürler. Evet arkadaşlar, Sergey az çok Türkçe konuşabiliyor. Bu benim çok ilgimi çekti ve videoya almak istedim. Sergey, neredensin?
I'm from Russia.
You're from Russia. Nerelisin? Nerelisin mi diyeyim? Evet, şu anda izleyicilerden bir bir düzeltme geldi. Sergey Rus arkadaşlar. Ama Sergey, kaç sene Türkiye'de yaşadın?
2,5 yıl.
2,5 sene Türkiye'de yaşadın. Neresinde? Nerede?
İstanbul.
İstanbul'da.
İstanbul.
İstanbul nerede? İstanbul'un neresinde?
Kadıköy'de.
Kadıköy'de. Kadıköy'de yaşamış. Ne yaptın Kadıköy'de? Ne yapıyorsun?
Müzik yapıyorum. Jazz musician. I'm jazz musician. I was playing music in Istanbul and around, not only Istanbul, like all over the Turkey. It was super nice. It was super beautiful.
That's so crazy. So, but did you go to Turkey from Russia, or like were you just like traveling around the world and then like around Europe, and you decided to settle in Istanbul for 2.5 years?
No, I went to Turkey like directly from Russia.
Okay, but like, did you go before ever going there? Like, what was the decision that made you do this?
It's hard. I was visiting Turkey before I moved there, like 3 times or so.
You did. How
Yeah.
long did you stay every time?
Like a week max. But like my last decision, I went to Turkey because of the war. Like war started between Russia and
Yeah.
Ukraine, and I decided to went to Turkey, to move to Turkey.
Okay, okay. And what do you like? En çok Türkiye'nin nesini seviyorsun? What do you like the most about Turkey?
Hepsi seviyorum, hepsi seviyorum. Food, people, everything, nature, country,
Yemek.
everything,
İnsan.
everything.
Everything. And Türkiye'de nerelerde bulundun? Hangi şehirlere gittin? Where have you been in Turkey?
I've been to Istanbul, I've been to Ankara, Mersin, İzmir, Foça, Edirne, some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Mersin is the furthest and the most craziest one, I guess.
Yeah, I love it. Like Tantuni,
Yeah.
is the best, is the best.
What is your favorite midnight snack?
Of,
Or like after club hangover snack?
ıslak burger.
Islak burger, ıslak hamburger.
Çorba tabii çorba.
Which çorba? Hangi çorba?
Tavuk suyu, beyran, dil paça, kele paça. Tabii.
İşkembe.
İşkembe. Uf, üf.
And-
Ön numara.
Ve kokoreç hakkında ne düşünüyorsun?
Tabii. Çok kokoreç.
İzmir'e de gittin. Benim şehrim İzmir. İzmir. Beğendin mi? Güzel mi İzmir?
Çok güzel. Karşıyaka.
Ben Karşıyakalıyım. I'm from
Çok güzel, çok
Karşıyaka.
güzel, çok güzel.
Bostanlı.
Most of bars, like lots of bars,
Yeah.
super nice and
Yeah.
like, just beautiful. City is super beautiful. My best menemen I tried in Izmir.
In İzmir.
In İzmir.
Yeah, we do very good menemen there.
Menemen.
Menemen. Do you eat menemen with onion or without onion?
Without onion.
Ah.
Without onion.
No, bro. We break up here.
Sorry.
Of course. I'm a garlic and onion menemen. Abi soğanlı menemen. Soğanlı menemen Magda ya. Soğansız, what are they? Pussies?
Soğansız.
Pussy are you guys?
Amcık ya.
And so tell me about a crazy story in Turkey, like the one story that you can never forget.
It was actually like right after war. It was in Izmir, like around, like I don't know, like somewhere in summer, like June or something. Like I was outside, like in a square, like we were taking pictures. Like a guy, just like middle-aged guy, came to me and he was like, "Where are you from?" I was like, "Russia." And he was like, "Oh, Russia, like çok seviyorum, blah, Putin." He was like, Putin Erdoğan kanka arkadaş. I was like, okay, sure. And he was like, okay, Amerika, şeytan. Zelensky, problem. Putin adam gibi.
Bro, how am I gonna put this to YouTube, yeah?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, bro, like just okay, yeah, just okay. You know, it's not necessary.
Wow.
Like, meaningless.
Yeah, some people have some radical opinions in Turkey as well, unfortunately,
Yeah,
like everywhere in the
yeah,
world.
Yeah, I was like, okay, just guess why I'm here. But
Yeah,
like,
but
yeah.
yeah, but exactly. You were in Turkey because
because
you're
yeah,
a humanist
of course,
and you
of course,
didn't want to
of
be
course,
involved in
of
this
course.
crime and war. And like obviously we are all very humanist and we do not condone or support any kind of war or any kind of abuse, and we just want peace in the world and nothing else, and that's the people that we try to surround ourselves with, the peaceful people, humanist people, and the kind of people that they just wish the best for the world. But in every country, like in every country, we do have some extremists as well. And you
For
know,
sure.
Turkish people, they're very hospitable, right?
In general, yeah, it's the best country, the best country. I love Turkey. Like I always want to come back. And
You wanna kind of move there, I think.
again, I mean, I have these thoughts.
But at least 1 month, you said.
I mean, let's see. Hadi bakalım. Hadi inşallah.
En sevdiğin yemek ne? Yemek, favorite.
I think tantuni.
Seriously?
Tantuni, tantuni.
Out of everything,
It's hard to choose. Like Turkish food is amazing.
cuisine is
It's
is
crazy.
very
It's
great.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Starting like from breakfast, like a menemen and stuff,
Yeah.
börek, like everything, everything.
It's crazy. Have you tried karnıyarık? It's the eggplant and then there's minced beef. in it.
Tabii.
That's my
Çok
favorite.
güzel, çok güzel.
With rice and cacık next
Yes,
to it.
yes. Also şırdan.
Şırdan.
Boiled.
Oh, fuck.
Çok güzel. Çok güzel.
And what is your opinion on ayran?
It's the best shit. It's the
I
best
know,
shit.
right? And it's prebiotic as well. Very
Because in
healthy.
Russia, like we have ayran, but
Yeah.
it's mostly like Middle Asian one,
Okay.
like from Kazakhstan or like Uzbekistan. So it's super salty and gassy. In Turkey, it's like
Very
çok
good.
tatlı, çok
Yeah,
tatlı. It's the best.
And where else do you want to go in Turkey?
Everywhere I can, like East Turkey, Kars, like Armenian border.
Yeah.
Also southeast, like Syrian border.
Yeah.
Crazy beautiful place. I mean, at least from the pictures I saw, it's different. Also Trabzon, of course. I'm sorry.
Of course, you need to go to the north side as well, the Black Sea side.
Yes.
Go to Rize as well.
I would love.
Samsun.
I would love to. Hamsili pilav.
Hamsi pilav.
They say it is the best one there.
And you mentioned that you're thinking about a road trip or something like for Turkey.
I would love to just like come to Istanbul, take a car, like rent a car, and like just to go, like over the Turkey because it's just beautiful. I did it once from Istanbul to Izmir.
Yeah.
And it was like super fun. I loved it. And also to Çanakkale. I've been to Çanakkale. I forgot to say
Yeah,
that.
you did.
Çanakkale, Gelibolu.
Yeah. Oh, you know, I told you my mom lives there right now.
Yeah, I love this
Lovely,
place. I
lovely,
love
lovely
this place. I love
city.
this place. I love
Very,
this place.
there are a lot of students as well,
Yeah.
as well as the history of it.
Yes. Troya. I mean, this course. Super nice. Best restaurants and like everything.
So overall, how many times have you been to Turkey?
I mean, I've been a few times before I moved there, and I spent there like 2.5 years.
Okay.
And I just came back actually from Turkey yesterday.
Yeah.
I spent 10 days there, and like I just like
So you had all these trips when you were living there in those 2.5 years.
yeah, a lot.
You were traveling like to play music.
No, not
just
necessarily.
travel.
Like sometimes for music, but like sometimes just for traveling because
Okay.
I still didn't see. I mean, even half of country, I would say.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as a Turkish person, I can also tell that you probably seen more than I did, to be honest. I lived more than half of my life abroad, so you probably really saw more than I did. Okay, and we're gonna wrap it up here. And what else do you want to say? Whoever is gonna watch this, the possible Turkish viewers, what do you want to say?
I would say just like I don't know, you should know that Turkey is a really beautiful country and people are super nice. I mean, any like political situation or something can be fucked up, of course, but like just don't give up. I mean, you should have your country. You should understand that you own your country, and you have these beautiful people, beautiful nature, and don't dream about like joining European Union. It's bullshit. You don't need this. You're unique, and you have your own way. I really believe in that. And just enjoy yourself. Just like understand you're unique, and just be yourself.
Thank you, but okay, that was very insightful. And tell them the last words, what you want to say, some things in Turkish.
Tamam, Allah büyük. What can I say? Allah çok büyük. But
Her şeyini kaybet, neşeni kaybet.
tamam, I can say one thing. Bir şey, tamam. Göte giden şemsiye açılmaz. Ama evet, açılmaz. Just be yourself. Just do what you do. Just like love your country. Love your country. Love your people. Just do everything for this country. Everything will be alright. Trust me. I'm sure about it. I have no doubts about Turkey. It will be completely alright. I love Turkey. I will come to Turkey.
Maybe you should go and fight for Turkey, Sergey. You seem very enthusiastic about
I really
it.
love this country. I really love this country. I mean, first of all, I would say it's probably the first, like, the most democratic country I've ever seen, to be honest. Like, in the way of, like, elections, everything. I mean, and, like, how actually countries involved in everything. I mean, it's crazy. I love this.
You think Turkey is democratic?
I truly believe so. I truly believe so. Because I mean,
That's where he's coming from, Russia. Then it makes sense.
no. Since democracy doesn't exist anymore anywhere, I mean, I would say
The Turkey is democratic, considering democracy doesn't exist anywhere. That's what you mean, like.
yeah. I mean,
Prisons to open is not kills them in Turkey.
American democracy, I can't call this democracy anymore, like, and European as well. So it's all bullshit. I mean, like, just all those ideas, they just passed. We need something
Okay.
else. But like Turkey is definitely can be complete democratic country.
It's very interesting that, like, I was very surprised to hear that you think that Turkey is democratic, but then it does make sense, low key, from where you're from. But
Even though Russia is also a pretty democratic country, I would say.
I
I would say.
am-
I would say.
that's what she said. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people who are saying that it's democratic, but a big portion of it saying that it's not. But it's always like that in every election, right? But overall, like, there is huge economical and cultural change in Turkey right now, with some people having change of minds and seeing things differently. So let's see. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's waiting for us, but we are always very grateful to host and see people like you in our country. We are very happy to see that, especially seeing that someone is learning Turkish. That's even crazier because it's such a hard language.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, thank you for that, and thank you for loving our country, and even probably loving it more than we do, since you want to be there and we're trying to be far away from it, living in another countries. But obviously we love our country. Some of the things that it needs to change for us to find the peace there, because we remember the old way and we remember the new way, so we know how it was and we know how it is right now. And when you see that difference, it's really hard to like, accept it at this moment. But yeah. So, any questions, guys? Doğukan, as a Turkish person, do you have any questions?
No.
No. Okay. Simple. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Спасибо.